First, I'm gonna start from the last. Uh, when you are confident about something, it's most likely to be less stressed about it. When you are less competent in something, you will be more stressed about it. So I believe there is a relationship between confidence and competence and stress. Confident when you are competent guys, it means متقن. تمام. Competent means you are good at something. So when you are good at something, you will be confident at the same thing, and you also will be less stressed about it. So if you can reverse engineer this, if you want to be less stressed about something, you can be good at it so you can be confident about it. And I believe this is the same as the second one that I'm gonna tell you, that if you're stressed about something, you write down the things that you can, you can control, and the things that you can't control, and do something about the thing that you can control. As Khadija said, that if you have an exam, you can just start studying. When you start studying and you feel that, okay, now I understand much better, I will be less stressed, right? And the third thing, one of the small habits that helps reduce stress in the situation, don't blame the person, or don't blame yourself also. A lot of people, when something happened to them, I'm stupid, I'm donkey, I should never done this. You can't, this is will not help you. You have to solve the situation, and then afterwards you will sit down with yourself, you write down the things that you did, and write down the things that you could do and you didn't do. And then the next time, this situation will trigger the same situation. So basically, these are three practical, tips and tricks to be able to handle stress as habits or in the situation. What else, guys? Yeah, if you are really like a true believer that whatever happens is already written, and feeling stress will not change anything, so you don't feel stressed about anything.
Exactly.
You know, yeah. So believing in Allah and believing that, you know, after you reach certain point in your life, you will learn this lesson. Especially we're Muslims, whatever happens to us happens for a reason, and for the good for us. A lot of things happened to me, and at the same moment, I thought that this is the worst thing happened to me. But maybe 1, 2, 3 years later, I realized that this is the best thing happened to me. So there is no point to feel stressed about something that you think at the moment is really, really bad, but maybe it's from like 2 years from now or 3 years from now, you will realize that this is the best thing happened to you. So when you think about it, you don't feel stressed. And maybe the fifth or the fourth is to be a true believer, and you submit everything to Allah. You think that whatever happens to you, is already will happen, whatever you did. So it's not about something you did or you didn't do. The things will happen anyway. And the last thing, maybe if we will summarize it in 5 steps or 5 tips or tricks, we will say the fifth is having something like as a stress reliever, something like going to the gym. You know, in in English Hunter, you guys know that there are a lot of work. So sometimes in this journey, I'm talking about my personal experience. I thought that I have too much work. I don't have to go to the gym. It was the year, maybe 3 years ago. I spent 1 year without going to the gym, and I realized and how stressed I became. Seriously, 100%. When I went back to the gym, even though you go to the gym and you feel like you have a lot of things to do, it's okay. You when you come back, you will do it much better. So you can also have in your daily routine something you do every day, like yoga, meditation, going to the gym, reading something to reduce the stress from the daily life. I believe this topic is much deeper than, taking it in 1 hour or also a week talking about it. Because, today we've learned that there is some slight difference between stress and nervousness, maybe an anxiety, also another term of it. So we also realized that we learned a lot of things in school that we don't need in our life and maybe will not use ever. So, guys, maybe you can read more about stress and read more about how to handle your stress and experience some or a lot of things where you can handle the stress, and then you can share it with us. I believe all the topics that we like discussed so far, we will be discussing one more time or like another two times at least, because every time we learn something new and the topics are really deep. All right. Anybody else wants to add anything else? All right. Okay. So that was it. Thank you so much, guys. If you don't mind, maybe we will vote for having the class maybe on Sunday or Monday, because a lot of people told me that in on Saturday it's really hard for them to come. So maybe if you don't mind, we can make it on Sunday or Monday. I wish you a wonderful life, stressless life, and see you next Saturday. At least if you didn't decide on other day. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful life.
You too,
Thank
coach.
you,
Thank you,
coach.
Becky.
Thank you
Thank
all.
Thank
you.
you, coach.
You're
You too,
welcome.
Welcome.
coach. يعطيك
الله
العافية.
يعافيكم. شكرا. باي باي.